They're not going to charge you the same fare as the guy sitting next to you in the seat. They're going to figure out how they can bilk you out of every dime they're willing to pay every time you step on an airline. And it's not just going to be them. It's going to be the grocery stores and everybody else until we figure out how to bring transparency, how to bring honesty, and some protections to the American consumer.
So my suggestion to everybody right now is, if you can drive there, drive. You don't have to shop at Kroger's. You don't have to shop at Walmart. You can shop at other places. You can do the local farmers market, as far as I'm concerned. That's even better for you anyway. They need to fill it. Because when they start feeling money move from their pocketbook, they'll start acting right. But Congress needs to act and make it illegal for all of this to go on. Because obviously, they're doing it. So there's laws to protect them in doing it. So Congress, you're not, how should I say, your hands aren't clean in this situation, even though they're trying to make them look clean. But I do appreciate Senator Hawley bringing it up. Now I wanted to, like I said, there was a video. I'm not going to play the whole video, but just a clip of it, just to show you in real time how this surveillance pricing is working.
Are currently paying different prices for the exact same thing. And this is because of a brand new thing called
surveillance pricing.
Surveillance pricing.
Surveillance pricing.
It's making life more expensive, with some people paying $1,200 more on groceries alone.
This is really across all sectors of American shopping.
I had never heard of this before, but it's like price tags are dead now. And even though 76% of people think it should be illegal, surveillance pricing is being used by more and more companies. And here's how it works. We kind of already know that for decades, corporations have collected our personal data to sell us targeted ads. But now that same data is being used with an AI algorithm to set the maximum possible price they think you'll pay, and a different maximum price they think I'll pay, and a different price for my mom and your mom, and a different price for every mom in America. This goes beyond just moms too, and I'll prove it. We're gonna buy the exact same product from the exact same store. Go to Target and buy Spam.
Okay.
How much is it?
$4.99.
My price is $4.59.
That's bullshit, dude.
We're gonna order the exact same ride.
Okay.
Scheduled for tomorrow at noon.
From where?
Do it from Target Field to the airport.
Here's my prices. $36.94 for the UberX.
Mine's $52.95. That is a 30% difference in price.
And for what? No difference.
Let's book the exact same hotel on the exact same night.
What's the name?
La Quinta Hotel, Denver.
Okay, $122.50.
$122.
Yeah.
My price is $84.
Wow. Wow.
With surveillance pricing or personalized pricing, people are very up in arms about the idea that they might be paying a different price than their neighbor for something.
That's Grace Getty, and she works for Consumer Reports. And with her help, I'm going to put this surveillance pricing system to the ultimate test and go to the most extreme lengths possible to game the system and trick these AI pricing algorithms in order to save as much money as possible. What?
But why should he have to prove? This is disgusting. Kroger selling your information, and then this whole AI surveilling pricing thing. No. See, this is the bad part of AI that everybody warned about. Like, this is not good. This isn't helping anybody. It's helping the people it's helping the corporations. It's not helping the consumer. So now the next thing that I wanted to talk about and get to, I'm debating whether I should go over this one first, because I was looking at pricing and I don't want to kind of jump back and forth. But let me jump into this other video. And it's something that I noticed, and it's Congress talking about how they're trying to save the consumer, with the different pieces of legislation passed at the federal level, right?
Only 5 legislative days left before the Senate's scheduled August recess. The upper chamber now in a sprint to pass any piece of the president's agenda. Lawmakers telling Maria on this program their priority, passing a continuing resolution ahead of the October 1st deadline. Watch.
The Democrats are going to shut down government October 1. We have to, whether we fund it through reconciliation or through a continuing resolution, remember, everything will get shut down again. This will be the fourth time in 2 years by the Democrats. So we've got to figure out how to fund the government. Like, just how do we fund ICE and CBP through reconciliation?
So you think we're seeing another government shutdown on the horizon before the midterms then?
Absolutely.
You've got the Clarity Act, you've got the continuing resolution, you've got the NDAA, you've got the Reconciliation 3.0. Are you moving on any of this? You've got 1 week left. What's the priority next week?
Well, I feel like we're trying to put 20 pounds of potatoes in a 10-pound bag, but we need to prioritize, get as much done as we can, starting with the funding of the government. Remember, Chuck Schumer, big government socialists, they've shut the government down 3 times already. So it's time to move that, and hopefully we'll get on these other bills as well.
Senate Majority Leader John Thune releasing the text for a CR to fund the government through December 11th, which does have Democratic support. I want to bring in Nebraska Congressman Michael Flood. He also sits on the House Financial Services Committee. Congressman, so the Senate's proposed CR is different from what the House already passed. In particular, there's this language with regards to grants and the Office of Management and Budget and Russ Vought. And that came from Susan Collins. To be clear, it looks like there's going to be an initial procedural vote tonight on this. Your thoughts?
Well, we have to fund the government. Nobody wins in a shutdown. I mean, Americans lose in a shutdown, and it's hard to come back to Nebraska and look somebody at the VFW in the face and explain to them why they have to wait in a line longer than is acceptable at the airport. I appreciate that, John.
Yeah. So I will leave the rest of that video, but I wanted to read Spud's comment. He says, once the community denies access of those flock cameras, these flock camera companies will just enter into contracts with Walmart and supermarkets, or that's who already has the flock cameras. They've had them for a long time. They've already scanned your faces. You've already been in the database. That's why they're able to do a lot of this stuff. Flock has been in existence. This is what cracks me up. But thank you for that comment. Look, they've been doing this for decades. We're just now finding out about it. People are upset about Flock because not only do they take surveillance footage, they actually retain your data. See, before, it's one thing to look at, okay, somebody's doing this, but no, they have once they get your license, they have a whole profile on you. We've all been profiled. What did you really think 2020 was about in the pandemic? Oh, they were super profiling everybody then, and everybody had to be at home, and you had to sign up for these different apps, and you needed all of these different things to work from your house. Does anybody remember those authentic? I'm probably going to say this word wrong. The authentication apps that you had to put on your phone. Remember those? Because if you didn't have it on your phone, you couldn't get into your work computer. Remember that, everybody? We gave them everything. Everything. Sitting back, wondering, why are we here? And well, some of us can work harder. You gave them everything. Okay? We made slavery easy. I'm just letting you know right now. We walked right into it, hook, line, and sinker, and nobody blinked and batted an eye. It's done. We're just now finding out about the repercussions of it. It's already done. The question is, do you go along with the system or do you go against it? It's your choice. You do have free will. I'm just saying. Now, what we're going to look at, and this is something that from that last video that I wanted to just bring up briefly, is that I asked the question, is there a possibility that some states are raising their tax structure to make it look like the government tax cuts are not working or not being applied? And I think both parties kind of do this, but it does say yes. Some states, primarily Democratic-led ones, are adjusting their tax codes in ways that reduce or offset the benefits of recent federal tax cuts for many residents, though the motivations center on revenue protection progressive taxation goals and responding to federal spending changes rather than a coordinated effort solely to undermine precipitations of the federal cuts. So they're doing this on purpose. So if you live in a democratically led state and you're like, I don't see any savings, it's because your actual people in your state are making sure you don't.